Now the last problem of problem set 2.1 of engineering mechanics by Professor Timosenko, Young, Rao and Sukumar Patti. During Timosenko, it was the engineering field was called the Timosenko era. Let us go to the problem straight away. And the statement is very simple one. Problem set 2.1 and solution to 2.18. Three forces are applied to a body as shown in figure K. This is your figure K as given in your book. The three forces are 100 Newton, 100 Newton, and this is 250 Newton. In the book it is printed here 600 Newton, but in the statement it is given 250 Newton. So I am taking 250. And what else? The direction of the 100 Newton forces may vary, but the angle between the forces is always 30 degree, as we discussed in the previous question. Means these 204 Newton forces can be like this, can be like this, but the angle between them is always fixed at 30 degree. That is what the statement says. Now, determine the value of alpha. This angle is alpha, for which the resultant of the forces acting at point A. There are how many forces? Three forces, 100 Newton, 100 Newton, 250 Newton. The resultant of all these forces, as per the statement, is from point A towards left, horizontally towards left. For which value of alpha, the resultant of the forces acting at point is directed to the left if P is equal to 250 Newton. So what is given? Given data P is 250 Newton, this one, alpha is to be found out. The resultant of a P, the resultant of P and these 200 Newton forces is horizontal and acting at point A, is horizontal and acting at point A towards the left. For which value of alpha that will be possible. So as we discussed in the previous problem, if there are 200 Newton forces like this, angle between 30 degree, we had found that resultant. So the same diagram I have drawn in the next page with this as x-axis and this as a y-axis. In the second diagram, I have removed the object, I have drawn the axis. This is your x-axis, this is your y-axis. This is 100 Newton, this is 100 Newton. This angle was given as 30 degree. So taking this 100 Newton and this 100 Newton as the two adjacent sides of a parallelogram, if I construct a parallelogram like this, then this R1 will be the resultant of 100 and 100 Newton. And how much will be that be? Using the parallelogram law of vector addition, R1 will be square of this 2 times this into this cos 30 square root of that. That comes out to be 193.18 Newton. And since this side is equal to this side, and the diagonal the diagonal R1, which represents the resultant of this 100 Newton and 100 Newton, will make 15 degree with this 100 Newton and 15 degree with this 100 Newton. Means this is 15. So the angle from here to here, so this angle will be alpha plus 15 degree. And this is given 45. Now, now R1 makes 15 degree with each of 100 Newton. And therefore R1 makes alpha plus 15. Now R1 makes alpha plus 15 with horizontal. Now the resultant of R1 and 250 Newton is horizontal as per the question. Since we have considered the resultant of these two forces, these 200 Newton forces, so I can forget this, I can forget this. Instead of considering these two, I can consider R1. So now the resultant of R1 and this 250 Newton is to be horizontal towards the left of A. That is what the question demands. So all the vertical components must, when added algebraically, should give you a zero resultant. So the algebraic sum of the vertical components of 250 Newton and R1 must be zero. That is sigma y, sum of the forces along y-axis is 0. Now, if this is 250, this is alpha, its vertical component to this side will be 250 sine 45 along positive y-axis. And the vertical component that is along y-axis of this resultant R1 will be this. That will be R1 sine of 15 plus alpha. Right. So now therefore this must be equal to this, so that they will cancel because they are opposite. Then we will be left with only the horizontal components of P and the horizontal component of R1, and they will add up to give the resultant along the x-axis towards the left of A. So these two must cancel. So very simple. So let us make them equal. So P sine 45 minus, why this is minus, this is along negative. This is the algebraic sum. Positive x-axis, this is, sorry, positive y-axis, this is along negative y-axis, so I have taken them negative. This minus this is 0. If you make a side change, this comes to the right hand side, and now put the value of R1. So your this is multiplied, comes to this side, this is divided. If you put this in a calculator, this comes out to be 0.9150879 sine 15 degree plus alpha. So 15 plus alpha will be sine inverse of this. Put it in a calculator, this comes out to be 66.21822 degree. इसके आगे और भी digits है, there are more digits. So take 15 to that side, so it alpha comes out to be 51.21822 degree. If you convert it to minute and seconds of arc, this comes out to be 51 degree 13 minute 5.59 seconds of arc. Use a scientific calculator. Thank you.